days, we will turn it over to our city manager, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you, Mayor. The first item is the 2016 millage tax ordinance. I'll come up here to the podium. As discussed in the work session relationship to the tax millage and the digest, each year we are charged with setting forth the 5-year history on the city property digest in relationship to levying and giving notification and having a public hearing respected to that. We are set forth the setting the millage for this year with 7.461 mills for the city and 1 mill for the industrial authority, for a total of 8.46 mills in regards to that. Now tonight we will seek to get read for the first time, and Jerome will read the ordinance in that respect, and no action is needed at this time, Mayor.
Thank you.
As Mr. Jacobs stated, there will be no action to take on this matter tonight. However, we will have the second reading on August the 22nd, at which time we will also have a public hearing on this tax ordinance. This be an ordinance the Mayor Board of Commissioners of the City of Douglas, Georgia proposed for the laying of a tax upon all taxable property within the City of Douglas, subject to taxation under the law of the State of Georgia and the ordinances of the City of Douglas for the calendar year 2016 and for all purposes subject to all provision hereof, be it ordained by the Mayor Board of Commissioners of the City of Douglas, Georgia in the session assembled, and is hereby levy aggregation 14.21 mills upon all taxable property, both real and personal, within the city limits of Douglas, Georgia, subject to taxation under the laws of the State of Georgia and ordinances of the City of Douglas as reported by the Board of Assessors for municipal taxes in said city, in due and legal form levied in proportion as follows to wit: ad valorem tax millage equivalency 14.21 mills, less sales tax millage equivalency 5.7 mills, total 2016 Douglas tax millage less 2016 industrial authority millage 1.0 mil, net City of Douglas ad valorem tax millage rate 7.46. Be it ordained by authority, the aforesaid that the tax assessed here in the above provided be collected by the duly elected tax commissioner of Coffee County, who has entered into an agreement with the City of Douglas for collection of municipal taxes on or before the first day of December. The duly elected tax commissioner shall keep the records open from the first day of September 2016 until the first day of December 2016. And after such date, the elected tax commissioner shall then proceed to issue tax executions for all due unpaid taxes due the City of Douglas, Georgia for the year 2016. Be it further ordained that the City of Douglas does authorize tax commissioner of the said county to bill and collect 1 mill for the Douglas Coffee County Industrial Authority and remit the taxes directly to the Douglas Coffee County Industrial Authority. Often read for the first time in a regular meeting of the Mayor and Board of Commissioners of the City of Douglas, Georgia on August 8, 2016. And like I stated, we'll have the second reading and public hearing on August 22nd.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Next item is the award of the CDBG grant. Mike Hudson from the Utility Department will bring that forward for you to do.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs. It is a recommendation that the Commission approve the recommendation of Statewide Engineering Company Incorporated to award the contract for water and sewer improvements for CDBG grant number 14P-X-034-2-5795 to Douglas Electric and Plumbing Incorporated in the amount of $288,136.96 and authorize Mayor Polk to execute necessary documents.
Move for approval. Second motion.
It's been motioned and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Next item is the Highway 135 project material, McCain Engineering number 2. Mike Hudson once again.
It is a recommendation that the Mayor and Commission approve the low bid from Gresco in the amount of $33,642.30. This decision was based on cost, amount of requested material quoted, and by delivery dates of materials.
Move for approval. Second motion.
It's been motioned and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is the EDA property acquisition. Once again, Mike Hudson.
It is a recommendation that the Mayor and Commission approve to allow funds in the amount of $106,850 from water/sewer budget to be used by the EDA for property acquisition in conjunction with the Stilla Industrial Park. The EDA would also allow the City of Douglas to use $106,850 of their SPLOST funds allocated in the FY17 SPLOST budget for water and sewer projects.
Move for approval.
Second motion.
It's been motioned and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. The next item is discuss usage of the Roundtree Park. Stevie Young will bring that forward.
Good evening.
Good evening. Mr. Mayor, I come before you, but I would like to defer my time to Ms. Judy Artis to give an explanation to explain the usage of the Roundtree Park. Ms. Judy Artis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stevie. Good evening,
Good evening.
Mr. Mayor and
Good
Commissioner.
evening.
It's a pleasure to be here to discuss our potential use of the Roundtree Park adjacent to the Roundtree Center. The Boys and Girls Club is entered into a lease with the City Housing Authority to develop a youth development center that will house about 100 kids, teenagers, to give them job skills, career planning, college tours, and military experience. We feel that this is a need in our community as there's nothing that currently exists outside of the high school offerings. Our program will serve about 100 kids. Just this past summer, we took high schoolers to 7 different colleges in the state of Georgia, and we experienced a tremendous amount of success. Our concern tonight is that the center is adjacent to the park, and as we're going to have minors there at the center, we're concerned with community access to the park during the hours of operation, which will be Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're not asking for exclusive use, but we're asking for some sort of signage to be placed there that if the police or myself find someone that is doing anything inappropriate there, that we can ask them to leave during those hours and come back during regular park time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, next item, are you going to table that for consideration? Okay, all right. All right, next item is the contract with Land Corps Engineering. All right, as discussed in the work session,
Mr. Jacob.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but is there a motion necessary to table that item? Mr. Attorney?
I would say yes.
I would think so.
Okay. Point of order.
I offer a motion that the item regarding Boys and Girls Club be tabled until later discussion.
Second motion.
It's been motioned and second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. The next item is the consideration of the contract with Land Corps doing, or Jacob Lott doing business as Land Corps Engineering. As you know, Jacob Lott has transitioned and looks to open up his firm. He once was our public works and city engineer. There are some outstanding projects and some initiatives that he was working on that we need to complete. And what we're seeking is a contract with him to complete those, but keep in mind that we would keep them in cost perspective in regards to that. So that is the request tonight, to approve the contract with Jacob Lott doing business at Land Corps for a term no more than 1 year to hopefully complete these projects in that regard.
Move for approval.
Second motion.
It's been motioned and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, that's
Mr.
all the
Jacob?
items we have on the work session there.
Outstanding. Next, we have our staff comments, and as always, Ms. Georgia Henderson.
All right, just have a few announcements tonight, but I do want to start by thanking everyone for coming out to support the open house that was held at the Martin Center last week. William, I saw him out in the hallway, but I'm sure he appreciates it too. If you haven't had an opportunity to go by, there's an upcoming event this weekend that's called a Night of Improv Comedy that will be held at the Martin Center. You should have your complimentary tickets at your desk. But it will be this Saturday, and the doors open at 6 p.m. and the event begins at 7 p.m. Advance tickets can be found on the martincenter.org website. We have tickets at our office. There's some also at the chamber office for sale. So we want everyone, if they would, to please support these events in the Martin Center. The next community drop-off day will be held on August the 20th at Wheeler Park. We just want to make sure that our citizens know and our businesses know this is a non-commercial event. This is for residential only who provide proof that they live inside the city limits. We have been having a little bit of issues with that, with commercial properties going by trying to dispose of large quantities of items. The waste station is open on Saturdays from like 8 to 12, so they're welcome to go out there if Saturday is more convenient for them during the week. But they cannot dispose of their items on these days that we have the community junk drop-off days. But this one will be held August the 20th at Wheeler Park from 8 until 12 noon. And y'all excuse me, something just got my allergies going in here. Just want to remind everyone that the South Georgia Barbecue and Outdoor Festival is coming up September the 9th and 10th. It's not that far away, it's getting closer. Some of the events that will take place during the festival will be the Adams and Lot Wildlife Show. We're going to have vendors related to hunting, fishing, and outdoors, as well as general vendors, food vendors, barbecue competition that's hosted by the Georgia Barbecue Association. There's going to be a car show, motorcycle show, kids area, just a variety of attractions that can be for the whole family. But on Friday night, we just want to encourage people, if you haven't already, get your ticket to support the concert that's been hosted by Rock Dog Entertainment. Those tickets can be found online. Admissions for the festival, there's no admission fee, but you will need a ticket if you plan to attend the concert on Friday night. We're still accepting vendors, general vendors, barbecue teams, still accepting those. So we just want to make it a well-rounded event for all to enjoy. We want to thank our sponsors. Excuse me, Rock Dog Entertainment, Mossy Creek Game Calls, the Georgia Barbecue Association, and National Wild Turkey Federation, Georgia Department of Natural Resources, WSWG Television, McCray Coca-Cola, More Than Graphics, Aniston's, Douglas National Bank, Southern Eagle, Broadcast South, Napa, Brooks Auto Parts, and On Media, as well as the City of Douglas for helping to make this event possible. Those are my announcements.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we have comments from the mayor and commission, and I know there's a prayer at 8. So we're going to start over here with Commissioner Gowan. How you doing?
All right. Just to be brief, we know school's back in session, and I just want to say thanks to all those in Coffee County, especially our educators, but everybody who's worked hard to do the open houses and get with all our parents and all the parents that are supporting their children out there. And I would encourage everybody to just get out there and work hard and let's have a successful school year.
Outstanding. Commissioner McNeil?
Great, thank you. Georgia alluded to, mentioned about the Martin Center opening, the official opening this past week, and I encourage all of you to go online, take a look at what that new place has to offer. I think you're going to be amazed. I was in there for the first time, and I was just blown away, Mayor, by the changes, the improvements, and I want this community to get behind that group and let's support this. Let's go out. Let's visit these events, and enjoy that center because we are so blessed to have that available to us here in Douglas and Coffee County. Thank you. And again, if you're not on your way, please make your way downtown to the courthouse to the prayer vigil that's being held now at 8 o'clock.
Outstanding. Thank you. Commissioner Durham?
I just want to thank the Mayor Commission for giving me a chance, and I want to thank the citizens of Ward 2. And I just want to share this briefly. I was on my way to the commissioners meeting, and I got a little niece. She's 3 years old, and she was just crying to come with me to the commissioners meeting. And she said she wanted to come with me, and it touched my heart because she's 3 years old and 3 years of age, and she wanted to come to the commissioners meeting and wanted to get involved. But if I could have had somewhere to sit her at, I would have brought her. And the reason why I would have brought her is because her mother, she wants to come on Mondays to the commission meetings, but she have dialysis. And it touched my heart because she wanted to come with me to the commissioners meeting. Now that's amazing for me to see a 3-year-old want to come to a commissioners meeting. But we can get citizens out if the light bill's too high. But if the light bill's not too high, we can't get them, we don't see nobody here. So